Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Manal Faris, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about the book that I've recently published, The Boy in the Well, the story of Prophet Yusuf, or Joseph. So to begin with, who here knows who Prophet Joseph is? Just raise your hands. Okay, I expected there to be more, but Prophet Joseph, he is a prophet, so his journey begins with a dream. And that dream he had when he was 10 or 11 years old. His dream was that there was the sun and the moon and 11 stars prostrating to him. And when he asked his father of what the meaning was for this dream, his father said that one day you will be great, one day you will have prophethood, one day you will be in a high status, and your family, your 11 brothers, your mum and your dad will prostrate to you. But this dream, it was amazing. But from there, everything just spiraled downwards for Prophet Joseph. His brothers, his 10 older brothers, betrayed him. They took him and they plotted to kill him. But Allah was there for him, and he had other plans. So one of the brothers, they persuaded the rest to not kill him, but to dump him in a well, which is nearly as bad. So how was he saved? It seems like he was doomed to rot away in the depth of a well. Does anyone know? Just shout it out if you know how he was saved.
So basically, some travelers in the caravan came across the well. They had Prophet Joseph shouting, and they followed down the well and carried him up and took him to Egypt.
Right, that's really good. So this caravan that was traveling to Egypt, they came across the well and they obviously stopped for water because it was in a desert. And when they threw down their water bucket, instead of water, they got Prophet Yusuf. Yeah, and so they took the boy and they traveled with him to Egypt to sell him as a slave. So Prophet Joseph entered Egypt. He saw so many wonders. He saw pyramids, palaces, markets, things he never saw or smelled or felt before. But he didn't see it as a free man. He saw it as a slave. He was bought by the governor and governess of Egypt. Does anyone know their names? Go on. Nope.
Potiphar and Zuleika.
Right. By Potiphar and Zuleika, the governor and governess of Egypt. They bought him as their own personal slave. And his journey doesn't end there in Egypt. There are so many ups and downs in his life. For 30 years, that's 3 decades, he was stolen away from his family. He was treated like dirt as a slave in prison. And what did he do? He put his trust in Allah. He never lost faith. He never lost spirit. And that's why Prophet Joseph's life is so inspiring. There are lessons in it for all people. It teaches us how to keep faith, how to deal with grief, how to forgive, and how to keep going. And it's so much to be in just one person's life. The book that I've written, I've split it into 4 parts. And what you've just heard is only the first of him traveling to Egypt. There are so many plot twists that you can't even imagine. The book is written in fiction, like a story, because I don't know if I'm the only one, but I find stories a lot more interesting than non-fiction. Before I go, I want to thank Islam for recognizing me. I'm grateful for the time that they've given me to present this book. Jazakallah. So that's Prophet Joseph. His life, his emotions, his hardships. I've tried my very best to capture that in this book. If you do read my book, then I'd love to get a review on it. Just what you found interesting about it, and why. What parts of my writing I could improve. And just let me know if you enjoyed it. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakumullahu khairan. That is our young author, Manal Faris, inshallah. And we make dua for her as well, inshallah. For the